Hiver, and welcome back to the kitchen. Today, we rediving headfirst into the heart of Louisiana cuisine to make one of my all-time favorite one-pot wonders, Jambalaya. This dish is an explosion of flavor, packed with savory meats, the holy trinity of vegetables, and perfectly cooked rice. It's comforting, it's impressive, and believe it or not, it's easier to make than you think. So, grab your biggest pot, and let's get cooking! First things first, let's talk ingredients. The soul of any good jambalaya starts with the meat. We're using a classic combination. About a pound of boneless, skinless chicken thighs cut into bite-sized pieces, and about half a pound of andouille sausage, sliced up. Andouille is a spicy smoked sausage that's key for that authentic Louisiana flavor. If you can't find it, a good quality smoked kielbasa will work in a pinch. We're also going to add some shrimp later on, about a pound of large shrimp, peeled and divined. Next up, the flavor base, what they call the holy trinity in Cajun and Creole cooking, onion, celery, and bell pepper. You'll need 1 large yellow onion, 2 stalks of celery, and 1 green bell pepper, all finely diced. This trio is non-negotiable. It builds the foundational savory sweet notes of the dish. We'll also need about 4 cloves of garlic, minced. For our spices, we're going with a simple but powerful blend. 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper for a little kick, a teaspoon of dried thyme, and a teaspoon of dried oregano. Plus, of course, salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. For the liquid and rice component, you'll need a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. Undrained, and about 4 cups of chicken broth. The rice is crucial. We're using 1.5 cups of long grain white rice. It's important not to use a short grain or instant rice, as it can get mushy. Long grain rice holds its shape and absorbs all that incredible flavor without turning to porridge. All right, ingredients are prepped. Let's head to the stove. You'll need a large Dutch oven or a heavy-bottomed pot. Place it over medium-high heat and add a couple of tablespoons of vegetable oil. Once the oil is shimmering, add your sliced andouille sausage. We want to cook this for about 5 to 7 minutes, stirring occasionally until it's nicely browned and has rendered some of its delicious, spicy fat. Once it's browned, use a slotted spoon to remove the sausage and set it aside on a plate. Don't wipe out the pot. That rendered fat is pure gold. Add your cubed chicken thighs to the pot. Season them generously with salt and pepper. Cook the chicken until it's browned on all sides, which should take about 6 to 8 minutes. It doesn't need to be cooked all the way through at this point, as it will finish cooking in the broth. Once browned, remove the chicken and set it aside with the sausage. Now, into that same pot, we're adding our holy trinity, the diced onion, celery, and bell pepper. If the pot looks a little dry, you can add another splash of oil. Saute these vegetables for about 5 minutes, until they start to soften and the onion becomes translucent. This is where you really start to build the layers of flavor. As they cook, scrape up any browned bits from the bottom of the pot. That's called fond, and it's packed with flavor. Once the veggies are soft, add the minced garlic and all your spices, the smoked paprika, cayenne, thyme, and oregano. Stir everything together and cook for about 1 more minute, just until the spices are fragrant. This step, called blooming the spices, really wakes them up and deepens their flavor. The kitchen should be smelling absolutely incredible right now. Next, it's time to deglaze. Pour in about a half cup of your chicken broth and use your spoon to scrape up any remaining stubborn browned bits from the bottom of the pot. This is a crucial step for a rich, deep flavor. Now, stir in the rest of your chicken broth. The can of diced tomatoes with their juice, and bring the whole mixture to a boil. Once it's boiling, add your uncooked rice and stir it in. Then, return the cooked chicken and sausage back to the pot. Give everything one final, good stir to make sure it's all combined. Now, for the hard part, patience! Reduce the heat to low, cover the pot with a tight-fitting lid, and let it simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes, and this is important, do not lift the lid. Donust peak. The rice is steaming in there, and lifting the lid releases that steam, which can result in undercooked rice. Just trust the process. After about 20 minutes, you can finally lift the lid. Most of the liquid should be absorbed, and the rice should be tender. If it's not quite done, pop the lid back on for another 5 minutes. Once the rice is cooked, gently lay your peeled and divined shrimp on top of the jambalaya. Put the lid back on and let it cook for another 5 to 7 minutes, just until the shrimp are pink and opaque. Shrimp cook very quickly, so don't overdo it. And there you have it! A beautiful, steaming pot of homemade jambalaya. The last step is to gently fluff the rice and shrimp with a fork, incorporating them into the rest of the dish. I like to finish mine with a sprinkle of fresh chopped parsley and some sliced green onions for a pop of color and freshness. Look at that! Every spoonful has a bit of everything: tender chicken, spicy sausage, plump shrimp, and that perfectly seasoned rice. This is the ultimate comfort food, perfect for a family dinner, a potluck, or just a cozy night in. It's a true taste of Louisiana that you can make right in your own kitchen. I really hope you give this recipe a try. It's a showstopper that's guaranteed to impress. Thanks so much for cooking along with me today. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more delicious recipes, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you try making this jambalaya. See you next time.